really long tunnel, so I don't know. It is just one slip-up that they need to make here, and Epsilon will probably win the map.
Yeah, they can't afford to make any mistakes at all. And, well, FXO, as you said, he's dangerous to others when he has the off, and he's got it picked up in mid now, and he might be able to pick up Dennis.
Oh, he spots him in connector. Foxyo still lands the shot first. Dennis not going to be able to return, so that's a bit awkward, and then he gets baited out into the middle. GMX was holding on short, looking towards top mid. So Fox was the bait, GMX was the hammer, and he just dropped it right down.
Gonna pick up the following kill as well, and Scream with the double. It's just Speedy left. He gets a great kill through the smoke onto Biggie, but it's probably not going to be anywhere near enough. A follow-up grenade as well, but Fox will take him down eventually. And that's a match and map point right here for Epsilon. 15-7, so now it's 8 straight rounds in a row for Penta to force overtime. That's what's on their plate right now. That's more than the amount of rounds that that Epsilon managed to put together. Their longest streak on the first half was 7 rounds. So they're going to have to do even better than that.
It's going to be really tough to do with the weaponry they have as well. I think Crystal needs to come up big with that off for them.
Oh no, it's happening again. The smoke is actually keeping my camera locked in for no reason at all.
Alright, so, well, Fox picked up Spitty from connector. 2 guys pushing in towards connector again. Penta just going for the tried and true straight up mid, and they're actually going to find Foxyo. But Scream does manage to return from Shadow, and now all of a sudden it's going to spin out of control. Robson and Crystal, last 2 guys alive here, trying to force their way onto this A site. Crystal turns it into a 1v2. He's standing on electric. He's just right next to the bomb, so he can't pick it up, but he's looking to win this game. He wants to find that frag and turn this into a 1v1.
Yeah, camera's back in action again, so that's good news. Crystal now, with the bomb down, is going to be peeking over towards jungle, and he misses the shot on Uzi. He's being stabbed in the back as well. He realizes in time, he gets the shot, turns around for a second. Now Uzi knows. Crystal goes down anyway, and that is the game. Oh, what a crazy 1-on-2 situation there from Crystal. That could have almost been won.
What a shot! That was sick!
Well, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. It will be Epsilon picking it up in a 2-1 fashion. They end up winning the last 2 maps here on Cash and on Mirage. So if we just go over and take a look at the actual heat map, just see what's going on. Of course, we do have another best of 3 coming up for everyone. So it isn't over for tonight. There's still more, and it's NaVi and ESC playing in the next one. So it should still be pretty exciting. Scream still rocking the highest headshot percentage at the end of the game. And yeah, second half wasn't as long, so it's kind of hard to look at the heat map from that one. But certainly on the first half, Epsilon ended up being pretty much all over the map. Not many places they didn't go on that first half. So impressive performance from them. That's going to bring them to a victory. And as there was a really cool guy on HLTV who actually created like a thread. Either way, we're now sort of headed into the game, so I will just switch it over. And are we really going to be on overpass first? Is that true?
I have no idea how the map beta looks, so could very well be.
I'm going to have to check up on it because I feel like we should know going into the game. It is going to be Cobblestone, Mirage, and Overpass. Wow, that's a lot more Cobblestone than we've seen recently, Ben. What do you make of that?
I'm not sure what to make of it, actually. I'm surprised anyone even wanted to touch that with a pogo stick. So I guess ESC did have a good showing on Cobblestone at DreamHack. So maybe that's ESC's map pick. They figured it's a map NaVi probably doesn't play all that often, and that's how we ended up on it. That's the only thing I can see being a possibility. I can't really see NaVi playing it. That's the one thing I actually feel very confident in saying.
Yeah. No, I think you might be right. I think it should be ESC who's decided to do this, especially as the second map is going to be Mirage, and we know. Well, actually, both ESC and NaVi are pretty damn good on Mirage. I think Mirage is probably one of ESC's strongest maps, but NaVi just happened to also be one of the best teams in the world at playing Mirage, so I'm not sure about that. And Overpass is also a map that NaVi actually have a lot of really cool tricks on. So I would say ESC have to win this map, and even if they don't, I still think NaVi are heavily favored to win this, basically.
Yeah, I think it's hard to think of a scenario where NaVi isn't the favorite going into this, but I guess if you want to sway it in ESC's favor, or at least give them bit more hope is the fact that, well, in Overpass, they, for instance, beat Fnatic. Although that was back in October, so a lot of things has obviously happened since then, but anytime you can beat a team like Fnatic on a map, you're doing something right. So ESC definitely know how to play Overpass. And as for Cbble, they've had some good showings to beat Copenhagen Wolves in the EU qualifier for DreamHack Winter. They did play LDLC on Cobblestone at DreamHack Winter, which didn't go too well, but I think they could be alright on Cobblestone as well. And I think they're going to have the upper hand with, well, simply the fact that NaVi doesn't play Cobblestone. I think they have one game on record.
Yeah,
on Cobblestone.
but against who?
That was Dignitas.
And when?
Dignitas at DreamHack.
Exactly, bro.
But that was
dig.
that was a bit of a
Yeah.
I don't really know what to call that match, but
Touch and go.
Dignitas making a pretty big judgment in their own judgment. Yeah,
yes,
definitely. Well, we're going to find out. And I'll be definitely the favorite team, but we have seen upsets before. We've also seen what happens to some teams when they end up playing Cobblestone and have never really done it much before. 3D Max being the obvious choice here against MyXMG. That was definitely a hard match for them. And we'll see if NaVi are well prepared, or just if they can just rely on like pure aim skills here to bring them through. Either way, this is the ESL Pro League, and you're here at the ESL channel. I'm Anders with the Assembler, and of course Vendetta, and normally we comprise the Room on Fire crew as it is so far. So I hope you guys are enjoying the show, and don't forget to tell your friends, invite them in to watch this game, and remember that we will be back here again next week with the same days and same time slots as well. That's Wednesday and Thursday, so definitely tune in for that as well. It's down to a one-on-one knife fight. Probably does make a difference on this map, because it should be a fairly CT-sided map. So probably Guardian's going to be excited to win at the end.
Sorry, I was just laughing. I'm not sorry, but I was just laughing there because that was actually pretty slick by Guardian. But there you have it, NaVi on the CT side. Perfect start for them. I mean, you want to get Guardian with that AWP pretty much as quickly as possible. I'm curious to see if Starks is going to pick it up as well. That could actually be pretty fun, because NaVi are going to want to aim to have 2 ops.
I think Cbble is definitely a map that lends itself to having 2 ops, for sure. And I don't even think your retakes are that hampered by having a lot of snipers either. I would probably be more leaning towards seeing. Alright, I think we're going to see them with 1 op on Guardian and perhaps an auto sniper on someone else.
Yeah, okay.
Instead of 2 ops. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I prefer that as well. I don't know why, but it feels to me like the double up setup is good, but it's not as good as the map architecture would leave you to believe that maybe it would be. I do like this move from Edward, pushing up this aggressively just to get some information. I mean, he's going to be able to walk out here, and he will actually end up spotting a whole bunch of people, but even if he hadn't, this would still be good information for him to work off of. And he does a little bit of damage to Minis, and then is going to fall back in towards the A-bomb side. Got to be careful he doesn't get picked off. He's so close to getting caught here. Minis just chasing him down, and Edward trying to get back around the corner.
And he actually makes it out of there in one piece. Down to half HP, but still, he's alive. That was important there by Edward. And now all of a sudden, Zeus is going to try and box them in, and it's not going to happen at all.
Oh,
a lot of backsteps happening there.
Things are looking really good right here. Guardian dropping very low. He's finally going to come in with a shot, but it might have been too late. Starix has got 1 HE grenade. That's not enough to kill all the people in this bomb site. He's going to have to go for a couple of shots first, and Schwerer will take him down. So it's down to Starix, who was the last man standing. He died, and now ESC are off to a really good start here. That's it's a lot of junctions at which they could have lost that round, I think, but they managed to gun their way out.
Yeah, the Sue's backstab, I guess, or the Sue's attempted boxing them in was probably Navi's best shot, especially with Rolling being able to drop that into, I guess, the gauntlet room or the drop down room or drop zone, whatever you want to call it, unnoticed. That was actually a bit surprising that Navi actually left that completely unguarded.
I mean, drop down room it's a bit long, right? You know, but you could just call it tension. It's tension, man, because hey, it's on the wall.
We already have a name for it. Can't go up making new names. That'll be really confusing. Starix waiting down here, and he's going to get taken up by Rallen. Seized waiting inside with a handy P250 cartel in hand, and just waiting for someone to get close enough that you can maybe take them down. That's a good headshot on Minis, but See if it's going to be quite enough. Nah, not to pick up a second kill.
No, it's not quite going to pan out for him. Guardian still has this scout, but he's actually pretty far away from the action right now. He's heading back into T-spawn of all places. So right now it seems like he's going to be in position to try and hold on to this gun more than anything. He's actually going up to the sniper spot. Okay then, if they try and hunt him here, this is going to be fun.
Guardian's definitely played public on Cbble before.
It's that one guy that you realize at one point, oh, there's no bomb.
He's never going to move.
And there's like the map timer in 1.6 public was, you know, like 10 minutes anyway, so you had to find him.
You knew where he was, and you knew that it was never going to move, ever.
Yeah.
This is awesome. I love it. I just hope that somebody walks out into the open and they get a bit of a battle here. I don't think it's going to happen, though.
In.
Oh!
Yeah, Guardian is going to make it out alive.
Which is great news. I mean, it's very much worth it for him. And, oh, they just force it up. They don't even care. That scout was enough to make them decide to just go for the force here. That's interesting.
Is this real life?
This is very much what teams like Hellraisers and NaVi do. Oftentimes with mixed results, but they could definitely make this work. But a lot of it's going to come down to how they hold this initial push.
Well, so far Pro 90 down. Zeus is going to try and take a shot at it. He's going to get overwhelmed, and this is definitely not going Navi's way with this A push. Starks, however, from the side itself, with the B push rather, but Starks from the side itself is actually going to manage to pick up one, gets two at range, but he's the last man alive now, and it's not looking too healthy.
Wow, a lot of speed behind that from ESC, and I think Navi were also expecting that if it was going to be that kind of B push, there'd be a couple of people falling down into the drop zone, and then Cease would have been there to clean them up, or Cease or Suso, where it was. And that just never happened. So overall, ESC just coming out quite a bit on top here.
A fairly convincing round from the Polish team, absolutely. And that leaves Navi in a bad position, to put it quite frankly. ESC are just going to push on with the momentum.
Oh, wow, they're just charging in here, not really needing anything to chance at all. Minis going to pick up 2 kills, and it's down to Guardian and Edward, and they could really try and go for some exit frags. Be surprised if they didn't, but that's pretty the best they can come up with here. I mean, yeah, this is a little bit like when we were watching MyXMG play 3D Max. It just feels like Navi are a little bit unsure about exactly how to hold and where to hold.
That's to be expected if it is a map that they don't play quite a bit. And well, obviously there's only one match recorded of them actually playing Cobblestone. And that's the one game they had versus Dignitas. And Dignitas are not a team that plays Cobblestone too often either, so not really sure how much weight we could put on that.
This is true, this is true. I mean, Cobble is always going to be a gamble. Unless you have a team like MyXMG who kind of just keep it as their ace up their sleeve. It's going to be rough to find teams that are truly competent at it. Or on the map, rather. It feels like, I mean, Navi, out of the 2 maps that were initiated before Gamescom, they really favor Overpass. Like, Overpass was the map that they decided to just commit to and put a lot of work into, and Cobblestone was kind of left on the side. We're kind of seeing the results now. They're just getting wrecked right now. But we are seeing the Scar 20. Starks has actually picked up the auto sniper, so let's see if he can actually put it to use.
Random with a really good smoke that we are forced to watch for a little bit longer because apparently that somehow gets a little bit bugged sometimes. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but it disappears in a second and we'll be alright. Rallon will pick up the first kill on Zeus, and a little bit of damage put into that grenade. And I mean, right now you see just have the mid control, and Navi are kind of boxing them in, but if they fight their way out, it could end really badly. Look at Seized, he's right on the edge, and Sparrow is going to be the one peeking out quickly to take down Seized. And that's unfortunate. That was an engagement that Navi needed to win.
Flat out. They still do have Starks waiting on the site itself, though. He's going to be hugging behind that pillar as well, so it's really tough to root him out of here. You're going to need to have a perfect shot, but he drops the bomb out in the open, and now Starks, he's in a great position. Second kill, takes out Innocent, and finally Mauzinho can put him down, but he gets 2 kills. This turns it into a 2-on-2 here. Although Guardian does manage to find the angle from Connector to actually stop that bomb from making its way to the site. It's going to be Mauzinho now out in the open, trying desperately to get to the bomb site, and he will just barely manage it.
Could have won that fight with Edward, but doesn't turn out that way. Fairly expensive round from NaVi, losing the auto sniper as well. Weren't able to pick it up at the end, but they will win it. It's the first one they have on the board, and now they just need to keep going. ESC also did not get the bomb down, so a little bit less money for the Polish team, which NaVi are going to be happy about. Looks like it is going to be another fairly fast round coming out here for the ESC team. Grenade rains in right at the feet, and that's going to be a lot of damage dealt on to Innocent. Starrick picks up 2 kills before Innocent finally takes him down. This is not looking good right now for ESC. They need a lot of counter frags here to actually get into the bomb site.
Yeah, and these smokes are clearing as well. Guardian's already in position with that AWP to cut up connector towards site. So if that smoke clears, he's going to have a dead shot right there. There's the peek, and he lands the shot on Innocent. Great work there by Guardian. Edward will take out Manize as well. And just like that, NaVi are bouncing right back into these rounds. 2 solid rifle rounds from them. Get the job done here and actually put them on the board with 2.
Well, it seems like this is a recurring theme, man. I don't know if you've been noticing this, but it seems like a lot of terrorist teams, they get out onto the sort of the main plateau right outside the entrance to B.
Yeah,
and then they
stops.
stop. They kind of stop there.
It's kind of like a B rush in apps on Mirage when people have weapons.
Yeah.
Kind of what we saw Epsilon do. You kind of truck your way forward till a certain point, and then you just kind of pulp the brakes. Or pump the brakes, I guess is
Yeah.
the right
down
term.
the
Yeah.
brakes.
Yeah, like it's just a full stop. Emergency
on the
brakes
brakes.
on, and there's no movement at all. And that doesn't really work out for you in most cases.
God. Oh, the follow-up grenade. That's 2 almost perfect grenades to bring Innocent and Rallen down to 1 and 7 health respectively. That's super effective.
Yeah, that's unreal. Rollin, he should be gone right now. 1 HP, Innocent down to 7. I mean, they're still alive. That's the problem. So NaVi don't know how effective those nades really were. They just know that there are still bodies on the site or on this map, and the ESC is still maintaining that man advantage. Looks like ESC this time around want to change it up as well. They're heading over towards the A site. Seized in an interesting position, however, holding very close to mid. This could potentially catch ESC off guard.
He's waiting patiently. He needs to pick up this kill. Can't afford to lose it. Mouse is going to take him down, so it doesn't work out. That's horrendous. Edward hiding all the way back in a position where Forrest once was so effective with a Mag 7 instead, and they haven't checked for Edward. He's going to peek out. He takes both of them down. They get surprised, and now it's going to be a 2-on-2 with 10 seconds left, and there's nothing that Manize can do, I think, to come out of this one, unfortunately. He's going to go down, and Edward with the triple kill. Great positioning. Really, really powerful.
Very patient play as well. I think a lot of players would have opted to run out and start gunning when Starix, I think it was Starix, either Suze or Starix jumped down from the balcony area to try to take on any comers coming in from the A apps, really, or the side halls there. Instead, Edward just keeps his cool, remains on the site, and it pays off in a big way. I think he picked up 3 kills.
Yes, eventually. Guardian having his own personal shooting gallery down the middle, sponsored by ESC members, just feeding themselves, and Edward will pick up another triple kill, just spraying down the incoming eco push from ESC all the way over at the long corridor by the A bomb site there. So 4-on-4 now being the scoreline, and we're just heading into the 9th round. A double up setup coming out from ESC. They're serious about challenging Guardian and Starix here.
Yeah, T-side. That's really interesting. Not sure if we've seen this very often, if at all. So now double op play. We're going to see if they can actually find an angle to work with here. Innocent getting very close to drop down. Room seized is waiting on the other side. In the meantime, it's going to be 4 guys holding B site solid here for NaVi. So they're ready and waiting for ESC, but Innocent still manages to get the kill on Seized. Seized really not having a whole lot of luck when it comes to entries this game.
Oh, and take a look towards A-apps here. This could end badly for Guardian if he's not. Oh, he might get caught out here.
Oh, but he gets the better timing on Sparrow, and it's going to be down to a 3-on-4 here. They're not in great positions on the NaVi side, but at least they're at the bomb site. Edward hiding in the corner, and wants to make it out. Almost got caught then. That was scary. Zeus lines them up, and he does a tremendous amount of damage to Manize and Innocent, but he will still go down. And this retake, how are they going to possibly get in here?
His Guardian. Nice flash, though. That's going to create an opening, and ESC can dart across and actually get to that bomb site. Guardian, he's been really holding this angle solidly, but that was some good teamwork there by ESC to allow them to get that bomb plant down. And now they can actually maintain the man advantage, although Edward, he somehow finds Manai's peeking.
I think, was Edward mid-air when he landed that shot?
I think that was, yeah. Disgusting is the right word?
It's pretty good, right? Pretty good. I think NaVi have realized now that unless somehow ESC show themselves, there's not much of a way to get into that bomb site. So Edward's going to pick up the AWP and just wants to make a run for it. And I'm not sure they can catch him. If he keeps running, he should be alright here. So another round going in favor of ESC, and I think that's where I think now NaVi kind of have to really stop them. I think if they win more than 5 rounds on the terrorist side, that's too much, I think, for NaVi to handle. So shut it down is the goal here, I think.
Yeah, and I'm actually
Scar 20.
The issue I'm having, or what I don't like about this map, is the fact that we don't see it enough to actually make educated, or to, you know, have educated opinions on whether or not what's a good T side.
Yeah.
If this had been old Cbble, 5 rounds would have been the T half of the century.